Gowan Bank, Oulton, Warwickshire. Nature Notes for 1906. By Edith E. Holden. To sit on rocks, to muse o'er flood and fell, to slowly trace the forest's shady scene where things that own not man's dominion dwell, and mortal foot hath ne'er or rarely been, to climb the trackless mountain all unseen, with the wild flock that never need a fold, alone o'er steeps and foaming falls to lean. This is not solitude, 'tis but to hold converse with nature's charms and view her stores unrolled. Fairest of months, ripe summer's queen, the heyday of the year, with robes that gleam with sunny sheen, sweet August doth appear. August the 4th, went to a cornfield to gather poppies, but a heavy shower earlier in the day had dashed most of the blooms. Found 3 different species of persicaria growing among the corn, and quantities of harebells on the field banks.
I'm sure Scotland's very beautiful at this time of year, Edith, and I know you need the rest. But still, with your friend calling...
He's not calling. I wrote and told him I'd be away from home.
You're a very stubborn girl.
And he hasn't written back, so you see, he was very easily put off. Do you think I'm going to need so many woolies?
You always said it was very cold up there.
I learned to get used to it. Part of the training, Donovan Adam always said. He was so full of life and energy. I'm sure his spirit is very much alive, wherever it is.
Well, Edith, I just hope you'll not spend your holiday trying to make any kind of contact with it. Try and think of the future. It's not healthy to dwell so much on the past, going back to the same areas and the same people.
Dear Winnie, I shall spend a most conventional summer walking and painting as I always loved to.
Walk on.
Oh dear, there's a poor piece of luck.
Not about Ken, Winnie.
No, there's no more news from Ken. It's just a letter for Edith that I fancy she'd like to have had.
Oh, well, send it off after her. That's easily done. It'll be there almost as soon as she is.
August the 11th. Travelled to Callander in Perthshire. There is no breeze upon the fern, no ripple on the lake. Upon her eyrie nods the ern, the deer has sought the brake. The small birds will not sing aloud, the springing trout lies still. So darkly looms yon thundercloud that swathes as with a purple shroud Ben Ledy's distant hill.
always were a warm, lovely girl. And when you smile, you don't look a day older.
Oh, no. I was a schoolgirl then. I'm a school mom now. And something of a spinster, too. Oh. Which I don't mind in the least.
Joseph always used to say that one day you'd surprise us all. Well, maybe you haven't yet found the right turn in the road.
Good heavens.
Have you forgotten me, Winnie?
Oh, no, of course not. But Edith's not here. I thought she'd written.
Oh, yes, well, I wrote to explain. I'm planning a trip to Scotland myself.
I did send your letter on.
Do you think she would mind very much if you were to give her Scottish address to me?
Well, I can't really speak for Edith, can I? This is absurd. She's staying with Denevin Adams' widow in Callender. Come in and I'll give you the address.
Thank you.
August the 14th. Went to Oban and back by the West Highland Railway. Quantities of wildflowers all along the route. On the banks, goldenrod, bluebells and heather. And in the bogs and marshlands, meadowsweet, willow herb, trefoil, knapweed, and a small kind of scabious.
Walk on. Up front.
Well, I thought you were going to miss your supper. You would tire yourself out. That's what I always used to tell Joseph, but he never listened either. And you've a visitor, too.
But I don't understand. I'm not expecting anyone.
You have my letter in your hand. Well, you wouldn't look so bewildered if you'd read it. Well, Mrs. Denevin Adam assures me it's no trouble to add me to her guest list.
That's hardly the point.
Edith, I had a lot to do to change my holiday plans. Surely you won't have the cruelty to send me away.
No, of course not.
Perhaps you're even glad to see me a little.
We shall see.
August the 17th. Cycled to Aberfoyle by the Lake of Menteith. Very bright, clear day with wonderfully fine, distant views. Growing among the heather on the high ridge of hills between Aberfoyle and the Trossachs, I found the bright scarlet berries of the bearberry and sundew in flower. Found some gentian beside Loch Venacha.
This is very lovely.
We must cycle back by Loch Acray. There are even more marvellously fine views.
Oh, this one looks splendidly to me.
Now, I told you this is not a holiday for the idle. Enough resting about.
Oh, very well. You don't give a fellow much of a chance to talk to you.
Well, you'll have to get up earlier in the mornings. As it is, you'll have to talk as we go, or we'll be late home for tea.
You are a hard taskmaster.
Cycled back by Loch Acray, Loch Katrine and Loch Venacha.
morning.
It seems Mrs. Denham and Adam has set us at the same table. I hope you don't mind.
It'll be very pleasant. As long as you talk sensibly.
You never give me a chance to talk any other way. She's been telling me strange tales of you. That you learned to commune with spirits.
Well, why not? Don't you think a spirit can get as lonely as we do? But I'll be honest with you, since you seem not to be teasing. I missed my mother very much. I still do. Yet, in some strange way, the past seems to be slipping from me.
And the spirits of the past with it. Denham and Adam is still with us. They look so powerful, don't they? His highland cattle leaning into the wind. So, this is where you trained with the great man?
Yes. It's empty now. I spent one of the happiest years of my life here. I was 23. What a baby I was. This is where we would sit all day and sketch, rain or shine. Denham and Adam would tether the animals here. If they were very excitable, he put a little something in their feed to make them more manageable. Whiskey. Those highland cattle weren't leaning into the wind. They were reeling. He taught me everything he could. And I've done so little with it. How disappointed he must be.
How could he be? He recognized in you something that no amount of training could produce. Talent. Something I don't have.
But that's nonsense. Of course you have.
Edith, you haven't seen a single thing I've done.
I don't need to. I can tell by your presence.
More hocus pocus.
I'm going out tomorrow early on my own. I must get some work done. Come in, Mrs. Adam. Ernest.
I wanted to talk to you.
You shouldn't be in here, Ernest.
I know. Edith, You have bewitched me.
Don't be silly.
I'm under your spell. What shall I do?
I can't paint with other people about. I'm afraid of them getting bored. I can't concentrate.
But I'm used to that. It's my job.
Good night, Ernest.
Tomorrow, then?
We'll see.
Good morning. I expected to find Miss Holden here before me.
Well, I've set her a place. Will you take porridge, Mr. Smith?
Please.
Well, early up she was indeed, Mr. Smith. Her bicycle's gone.
August the 23rd. Went to sketch highland cattle on the Puttingstone Hill. Found numbers of beautiful little purple heart's-ease growing on the short turf. I came upon a big bog full of grass of Parnassus in the midst of the heather and juniper bushes.
You're looking particularly beautiful. I haven't the heart even to try and find out why you set off so cruelly this morning.
I wanted some time on my own. To think.
I've been thinking too. I thought you liked me well enough.
Of course.
Then what is it that sends you so far away from me?
I don't know what you want from me.
Edith, come and live in London. However lovely your work, you are wasted in a provincial suburb. Well, your father will manage without you. Winnie will see to that.
That is out of the question.
No, you must have misunderstood me.
Perhaps.
Why should you be so agitated?
Do you know how old I am? Dear Ernest.
So that's it. Why should you be so conventional?
There are 7 years between us, and that is enough for me to put a stop to this foolishness.
Well then, if you're so terribly old, you must need someone young and strong to look after you.
Ooh. Mock me when you can get up early enough to catch me.
Oh, no. But you will let me ride with you tomorrow. I'll get up any hour you say.
August the 25th. Cycled through Strathire and Loch Earn Head to St. Fillan's at the head of Loch Earn. The road runs for 6 miles close to the edge of the loch, with the water lapping up on one side and steep woods stretching up the hillside on the other. Haymaking is going on in all the valleys, many of which are flooded with the continuous rains. The berries on the bush are beginning to make themselves conspicuous, notably wild raspberries, which are very plentiful in the highlands, the rowans, and the hips of a species of wild rose which has very large crimson fruit. I gathered the first blackberries at St. Fillan's.
That would have made a lovely picture. People are a nuisance. Delicious.
the moorcock spring on whirring wings, among the blooming heather. Come, let us stray our gladsome way and view the charms of nature, the rustling corn, the fruited thorn, and every happy creature. Remember what I said about London?
I shall surprise you someday and simply turn up. That will shock your landlady.
You will hear from me.
She lived where the mountains go down to the sea, and river and tide confer. Golden Rowan of Menaloan was the name they gave to her. Her playmates for their lovers grew, but that shy wanderer, Golden Rowan of Menaloan, knew love was not for her. Hers was the love of wilding things. To hear a squirrel chirr in the Golden Rowan of Menaloan was joy enough for her. She sleeps on the hill with the lonely sun, where in the days that were, the Golden Rowan of Menaloan so often shadowed her. The scarlet fruit will come to fill, the scarlet spray to stir, the Golden Rowan of Menaloan, and wake no dream for her.
Oh, that would have made a lovely picture. People are a nuisance. Delicious.
Only the wind is over her grave, for mourner and comforter, and Golden Rowan of Menaloan is all we know of her. There has been almost continuous rain in Scotland this month, although in England it has been one of the sunniest months on record.
Now, Edith, try to imagine yourself living the bohemian life in a garret in London. At your age.